We are doing good. Okay. What? Here we go. Share. We'll share on Twitter. We are in the on air on Discord if anybody wants to come on. Okay, let's see what else. So we're supposed to be sharing this in Discord, of course, after dark. Let's see. Parlor. And, of course, the mines. Is there anything under mine? I hope so. Yeah. Okay, so there we go. There we go. We have shared it all. Okay, we will take off the camera thumbnail. Ooh, nice clean piece of paper. Now we need to get our pictures up so we can see them. And of course we need our a pencil to draw with, you know. Where did I put my pencil to draw with? Oh, there it is. There's the eraser too. Okay, so this is going to be probably a little bit more difficult than, maybe a little bit more difficult than my normal drawing. Because I am not drawing a human tonight. I'm drawing an ape. Although it looks like it's fairly human figured for a ape. Now this gorilla is like can stand like 40 feet tall, I believe, on its hind feet. If it's standing straight up. So let me see. I do have that on my. There. I gotta write something. Okay, so there we go. So yeah, ape is 40 feet tall and 3 tons. I have never thought of whether ape is male or female. I guess that's something that I should decide at some point. Hey, Timothy, what's up? Rick is drawing Snowdrift. Oh, cool. Unfortunately, I'm drawing ape over here on my channel. I'll have to, if he's still on after midnight, maybe go over there and check it out. Yeah, I got you that it was right now that he's doing it, Timothy. Hey, you got a dope t-shirt. Yes, I did. Did you vote on the poll, Timothy? For what series I should do? Making my Cross Comics characters into, putting them into? Is it? I did not. Yeah, I just put it up today. It's over on the community tab. Do you need a link? We have 4 votes so far. Here, let me put it up. I think it's on Chrome. 3. So let's grab the link. That says edit. Do I have it on my regular? Probably not. My channel. community tab. And we'll put it in the live stream. Right there. There's a link to the community tab, and you should be able to vote on it. We can see live which one he votes for. Okay, nobody will know at this point except for me if you vote right now. Oh, Timothy's got to go for something that's not been voted for in yet. Cool. Timothy's just saying, yeah, at the moment I have to be original. Hey, yep, 8. How are you, Joshua? Have you voted on the poll yet, Joshua? Yeah, alright, yeah. You are alright, and yes, you have voted on the poll. Did you do it before I started my stream, or sometime after I started my stream? Let's see. So we're going to probably let this go about 2 or 3 weeks like we did the Buckler one. Ooh, we know what Joshua voted for. Dude. Well, I'm gonna, okay, so And say if people voted He-Man, I would create a bio and a look for my character of, say, the Canadian Shield, Snowdrift, maybe a couple others in that universe. Like, so, I'd come up with a version of the Canadian Shield in, say, if you voted for He-Man. I'd vote for a version, I'd come up with a version of the Canadian Shield in He-Man. He'd probably be called Shield Man. And then I, say where he was maybe from in Eternia, how he became one of the masters. Same with Snowdrift, or maybe I do one of my villains and say how they become one of Skeletor's minions. Or maybe there's just some other villain in the He-Man universe that He-Man had to go up against, because he's gone up against villains not related to Skeletor too. But I would say, Joshua, you clicked He-Man. Can you just shorten the word shield to call him he, she? No, I wouldn't do that. Raggedy. The link's up a little bit if you want to vote too, Raggedy. If you haven't voted already. And if I shortened it, wouldn't it be She-Man? Since I was going to call him Shield Man? Hey, Flit. 56709. Oh, what? We got 9 votes now? No, we do not have 9 votes. Well, but, you know what? We will put that link in again, just in case anybody wants to vote. Actually, you know what? We've already put it in there. We should be able just to pick. There. It's now pinned to She-Man Works too. It should now be pinned to the top for anybody who wants to I thought the question was for cross-comics characters crossing over into those universes. Well, it sort of is. Like, I'm not going to mash Canadian Shield and He-Man. It'll be a unique character. You'd have a unique Canadian Shield in that universe. Using the Canadian Shield as. I guess it's reimagining them in that universe, which is sort of a crossover. Well, depends on what you mean by crossing over, I guess. I even voted for the Canadian Shield to beat the Buckler. I think you were one of the two, or was it three? I don't like any of those options. I'm voting for Canadian Shield Sonic character instead. Well, we can possibly do that in the future, Flit, and that for a series. What animal would the Canadian Shield be? I don't know. A moose? I just had to say that just for a laugh. I don't know, honestly. I have not really thought about it. So how did everybody like the unpacking a cougar? Duh. Yeah, men like cougar. Sort of it lends itself, automatically. He seems like he'd be a big type cat character. When does the voting close? We're gonna give it a couple weeks, Mallet. Although we probably don't need that long, but I gave the Buckler versus Canadian Shield a couple weeks. Did Linda know she was on camera? Yes. Well, her voice, she knew I was doing that. And what do you guys think of the Buckler versus Canadian Shield video? He'd be pangolin. Now I want to see the Canadian Shield as a big cat and the Buckler as a froggy. Or vice versa. Oh. Well, I guess this is stuff that we're all gonna have to vote on at some point. These do these little series. Do 4 or 5, maybe 4 or 5 of my characters. So I wonder if has anybody more voted. Ooh, it does look like My Hero Academia is going to win at this point. Because somehow I think it has 5 of the votes thus far. And I wonder if Elric has even voted on this yet. Will Elric find a way to do 500 votes on? I think the only person that can sway this one way or another is Joshua. That looks too much like something. I'm trying to make it just sort of a cityscape, and this giant ape is just like sat down. What kind of Star Wars character would the Canadian Shield be in that universe? Well, I was I did do the Canadian Shield as a Mandalorian a while back when I was going to do all the my main characters as Mandalorians, but I thought at one point that's a little too, I don't know, easy to make them all the Mandalorians. I'd like to diversify them, make some Jedi, some bounty hunters, some what else? What do you have in Star Wars? Some Sith. Well, I guess that would have to be bad guys, but then I guess it would be thinking of what maybe race each character might be. makes sense because his suit gives him his powers. Yeah. He'd be Twi'leks. Can Boba Fett, Canadian Boba Fett, working as for Buckla the Hutt? No, call him something else. Well, maybe it was. It is on my playlist. Um, let's see whether we can get my playlist here. There's. They are no good to me dead, eh? Oh, let's see. Content. And Twi'leks have French accents. Let's see. Oh, come on, Rick. It's one of those few lines Boba had. Actually, it's not they're no good to me. He is no good to me dead. Timothy B. T. O. dead. You are right. Because the only one he was getting was Han Solo. Let's see. Emerge. Yeah, he's good. Or did I just put? Or did I just put it on my YouTube, my whatchamacallit channel? Could have sworn I put it on this one. I must not have. I made it into the waterfall. Cool. Let's see. I know I have it on Rumble. You guys probably didn't watch it there, though. Let's see. Crush Comics. Oh, I can't. Damn, I hate when I can't find a darn video. It wouldn't have been live. It would have been something I would have just put up. Oh, what are you looking for? The video I did that combined the Canadian Shield and the Mandalorian. Oh, here, I found it. The Candalorian. Let's see, live streaming. Probably Disney probably struck it. No, they didn't. Here's the link to it. Nothing. I want you guys to go. I don't want you guys to watch it right now, but you know. Maybe watch it for later. Hello, Corey Ransom Art. How are you? Oh, great, thanks. Oh, that's good. What are you up to tonight besides, watching me? Or listening to me, whichever it might be. Can't make too many assumptions, right? Hey, Rick in chat. Is that Harambe? What the heck is a Harambe? Tweeting. Candelorian, why not? Canadalorian? I didn't want to use all of Canada, just like I didn't want to use all of Mandalorian. Joshua? I know I used most of the word Canada in it. And everybody be sure to check out the poll up top. That's going to be open for the next couple of weeks, and afterwards, I might start figuring out stories for them ahead of time. You've never heard of a Harambe? No, I don't think so. Unless I've heard of it under a different name somehow. Joshua. How is Chris doing? Oh, good. He was supposed to stop by tonight. Harambe was a gorilla they killed to save a child that fell into the gorilla enclosure. Or don't you remember the gorilla who saved a kid at the zoo who fell into the gorilla cage and then was shot? No, I don't. Pronounced Harambe. Harambe? It says Joshua. That's how we got Gorilla Glue. I think Gorilla Glue was out before that, Timothy. Probably. I don't know. Okay. I'm trying to find a ruler very close to me. That way I do not have to take my earphones out entirely. Sheesh. Don't say anything. Why, Timothy? Don't like getting schooled again? Hello, Comus Erdis. Seemed a lot of people who watched the video footage, like the girl who was protecting Chill, not trying to harm it. Oh, no. No one must know the secret of Gorilla Glue. Don't use it Don't use LED lights when you're streaming. I'm not. Okay, let's check on that poll, see if anybody's more votes have come in. Nope. Although I am going to take a small little break here since we seem to have a fair amount of people. I have a friend who is got a GoFundMe going on because well, he doesn't have it, but somebody else does have it for him and his kids because, well, their mom just died and his wife just died suddenly. And they're trying to get some expenses to bury her. Why the baby girl legs? I don't know, probably because I'm doing them too small. So if anybody, obviously you don't have to, but if anybody would feel like donating to help with funeral expenses, there is the link. How often did you check on the last poll? I checked on it probably like 10 minutes ago, but we have a few new people in. Yeah, I know the woman in person. I know all the people in person. They're trying to raise $5,000 for it. So yeah, there's that. So if, and if you can't give, just maybe share out. In fact, one of them has been in the chat a few times under an analyst, but his name was Josh. So he was the second Josh. Josh number 2. Or Joshua number 2. But anyways. Hey, Wise. But, let's go back to, the camera. I don't want to be too much of a downer. I just figured that I'll probably be asking the next week. I don't know who can give or who can't. Like I said, I know I'm gonna be giving some in person to the person to save expenses in the, because these things, they always take money. Is no, it's not, Wise Guy. This is my character 8. I thought this was, maybe this leg is a bit small. No, this is my character AP. Is a giant gorilla. He stands up to 40 feet tall. I am not Josh number anything. There is only one Josh. The Josh who won the battle. The Josh battle. Laugh out loud. Well, I'm just trying to sort of put a... Hello? Did I hear somebody? No. And of course, if anybody wants to come on through my Discord, you guys know the way. This is the way. Yeah, and everybody be sure to check out the poll at the top, pinned to the top of the chat. Those were just the voices in your head. You're just a voice in my head, Josh? What? Hughes? Join the dark side, eh? Everyone is here. Everyone here is. Everybody here is. Just the voice in my head? Okay. What if I'm not here and I'm in another stream and I'm talking to them? Are they just a voice in my head too? Or as well, Joshua? What if Star Wars was Canadian? I want someone to do that video so bad. Imagine thinking it's real. I don't think it's that hard to imagine Flit. Spaceballs was Canadian Star Wars. You obviously have not seen What If Star Wars Was Australia. Then those are your imaginary friends who you created to live stream with you. So you're thinking I'm a little bit like Simon? Well, you know, my name is Simon, and all the things I draw come true. Da-da-da-da-da. But instead of the land of chalk drawing, it's the land of internet chat. Well, you know, my name is Richard. How do we know if Rick is their imaginary friend? Well, you know, my name is Piper. And the things I imagine come true? I don't know. I don't know how to equate an internet chat with the land of chalk drawings. Chalk zone. No, chalk drawings. It's an old British thing. It had like 2 seasons. I think there was like 12 episodes in each season. They were like 5 minutes long. Joshua. I don't watch old British things. Yeah, well, it was on TV when I was growing up as a kid. Hello, my name is Mr. Piper, and what you must do is take all your. No, I'm not reading the rest of that out loud, Timothy. I should I should almost hide time you out for 10 minutes, 5 minutes for that. This is the channel. This is a channel that has the first season. It was a joke. Jeez. Is making that. I no longer feel safe, so what? I mean, you know what? You must. I also feel unsafe. I was trying to reference something. It would have been Foster's home for imaginary friends. Don't worry, I feel a bit unsafe too, Mallet and Flit. But we'll continue to let him be here for now. Okay, fine. Oh, geez, who can't take the ribbing now? Well, if you leave, apparently you don't know when you're wanted and not wanted. We need to get a lot of you guys over to Chris's channel, Hero Shack, for when he's on. He's needing all the good trolls around right now to combat some nasty trolls. In fact, you know what? I'm going to get a link to his channel. And I'm not sure who has or hasn't subbed there. But I would very much recommend it. He did a little bit of a gaming stream last night. He had a little bit of issues near the beginning, but he went troll violence. I guess that's what I'm asking for, troll and troll violence. Deet. I'm not sure what you mean by deets, Flit. Troll on troll, the most unwanted foreigner. Listen to Rick over here trying to leverage us with some personal. Not trying to leverage anything. I'm just. You guys like to troll, so you know. I see whether you want to be sick on some other trolls. Of course, you can come over there and do your regular good-natured, trolling. No, I'm not advocating violence. Details. I want to know all the drama. Well, Testify and some of his friends, one being John Delarose, started trying to troll. And I just want some good vibes over there, and you guys are good vibes. What are they trolling him for? Various things. Just no logical reason. I know there was a couple nights ago, I think last week sometime, somebody was trying to get on in the back, a person named Queenie, and John Delarose came over accusing us all of being racist, and sexist, and stupid stuff like that. Are they trolling him for associating with you? No. Even though none of us knew she was a lesbian. But I think it's a nice place that you guys would like to hang out. We talk about comics, and not that all you guys are into comics, but we talk about a lot of stuff. So, and he's got a good book out, Cluster Fudge and Cyclopean. I've actually done a review on Cyclopean, and I'm wearing the Cyclopean shirt right now. Actually, I should show that off here in a second. Let me get this shirt back on. Well, it's on. Let me get it so you guys can see it. Cyclopean! This is going to be a later look for him, not his present look, but Eric, I gotta be honest. I cringe every time I hear the title Cluster Fudge. It's a good book. It's a good book. I should ask what makes you cringe about it, but Charlie Foxtrot would have been a better title. Yeah, well, he didn't want to say the whole thing, a cluster beep, so he went Cluster Fudge instead. Is Cyclopean black? I think so. But he's a black alien from outer space. One-eyed. Black alien from outer space. To be honest, should be total cluster fudge. Cluster is the name of one of the main heroes. That's why part of its name is Cluster. And I guess he's always getting in some sort of a mess. Oh, Joshua's racism killed the chat. Seems that way, yeah. I just wonder, how is it racism just for asking if somebody's black, a character, especially if you're not sure? Well, you didn't seem to bring the chat back to life much there, Flit. Now Joshua's laughing. Up the absurdity that his racism, or that he's racist, and it could have killed the chat. Something systematic, something. Why pedo? I don't even understand that statement. Because my racism is buried it. What happened to people? Let's check without anybody else's voting. No. Your racism buried his racism. Okay. I didn't know you could bury some racism with another race. More racism. Why does this say only have one head? Because I haven't drawn the other one there yet. I will draw it in a couple minutes, Joshua. Because he's an amputee, don't you know? No. Are you going to turn this into an NFT? I was not planning on it. I probably could, though. Couldn't I? I should actually take one of my drawings and do that. Turn it into an NFT. Or one of my colored ones. colored ones. Here's the race. Well, by colored, I certainly don't mean black. Yikes. A big oof there, Chief. I'm, I'm hacking uncomfortable. I have no idea what Flit's saying now. Okay, so I guess I should be trying to draw this hand in here. Totally not 100% wholesome. Totally not. What's not totally 100% wholesome? So remember, tomorrow at noon, I'm on over on Rumble. If anybody wants to come check me out over there. You know what? That does not look like the right height for what we're going for. Top 10 biggest cross comics bra moments. And what do you mean by bra? Bro or something else? I don't think you mean bro. I think you mean something else. I just have no idea what, and not sure whether I want to know what. I think we just finished with some whoosh. Well, at least you only witnessed number 7. At least it's not higher than number 7. Right there. Rick's gonna take a month for. Rick's gonna take a month for my new screen protector for drawing tablet to come in. Oh, sorry to hear that. But at least it's not gonna take longer. Yeah. Don't jinx it. Well, it's gonna come. Sounds like it's gonna come almost in just in time for Christmas for you. So think of it as a Christmas present when you get it from yourself for yourself. Supply shortages are starting to affect me, so now I care about them. The question is this a supply shortage that would have happened before Biden or not? Or do you not care? You're just going to blame it on him anyways? Because it's convenient. Where and to whom I direct all my important rage? Where and to whom should I direct all my important rage? I have no clue where you should. Where you should, uh, or to whom? No one. I'll start caring when chicken nuggets run out. What if you can get nuggets, but they're not chicken nuggets? Like, what if you can get, instead of McDonald's chicken nuggets, you can get KFC chicken nuggets? Does it matter the brand name of your chicken nuggets, Joshua? Typical Zoomer mentally. What about me and my happiness, Joshua? It's called delayed gratification, Flit. Delayed happiness. As long as it's kitchen, and I have chicken, and I have ketchup. Okay, so at that point, as long as it's chicken, does it even have to be chicken nuggets? Can it be some other sort of breaded chicken product, like chicken strips, chicken tenders? So and are you assuming they'll run out of chicken before they run out of ketchup? Since in your first statement you only said about the chicken, but not the ketchup. Oh, I figured it was, but I figured I'd ask you all sorts of questions just to mess with your head. I'd grind it up and make my own nuggets. So this egg is King Kong sized. Yeah, he's. I've said 40 foot tall, and standing on his feet, standing straight up. So I'm not sure whether he's King Kong sized, but he is very large. What makes Ape different than all the other giant monkey characters out there? Um, Probably not much. This one is Canadian. No, he's not even Canadian. Alright, so let's see. It all started when a group of scientists went into the deepest, darkest Africa to set up shop to conduct experiments. One night, while the staff was fast asleep, a gorilla enters one of the labs in search of food. Upon finding no food, the gorilla begins to freak out, trashing the lab to which he had entered. As he does this, all kinds of chemicals spill on him. All this noise awakens the sleeping scientist people who come to investigate. When the gorilla sees the people, he bolts out of the lab and back into the jungle. Does Canada even have an Empire State Building? We have something taller than the Empire State Building. We have the CN Tower! Once the tallest building in the world for like decades. Then somebody had to go and build a bigger one. Anyways, over the next 24 hours, all the chemicals mix in his system and brings forth a startling transformation. He has grown to 40 feet tall, standing straight up. Also, his intellect has grown to that of a normal person, and he has also acquired the power of human speech. This doesn't kick in till after he is around humans for a bit. With a few after a few afternoons later, the scientists are out in the jungle collecting more samples of the local plant life so they can continue studying with and experiment with. And after several hours, they come across what they believe to be a tree at first with an unusual trunk and roots. Then one of the scientists looks up, way up, and realizes this is no tree, but the foot of a very large gorilla. Never heard of it. Figured you'd say that, Joshua. Upon informing the rest of the scientists, they are all scared stiff, save for those who make it back to the compound in a hurry to radio for the biggest bomber plane to come and tranquilize quick and with lots of tranquilizing darts, gathering all the guns and tranquilizer darts they can find, and hurries back to the site of the gorilla. By this time, all the other scientists are over the shock of seeing a beast this large, and they are handed guns and darts, not and darts, and not to fire till all have told not to fire till all have guns and darts. When all the scientists have a gun and darts in hand, they fire tranquilizing darts, knocking the gorilla out. When the bomber plane comes, they load up the gorilla on it, and it is taken to Edmonton, Alberta, Canada, where shortly after it escapes custody of its captors and rampages the city. till Electide and Crimebuster stop him within minutes of his being stopped. Professor Evolution carts him away, where she gives him the name Ape. Hey, Intense Webs, how are you? Ape has no hand-to-hand combat. However, his enormous size, strength, power, more than make up for this. All that, and his instinct for survival and the direction of professional evolution makes him one bad ape to be reckoned with. Oh, it's good you're doing well. And if you want Intense, there is a link pinned to the top. It's for a poll I have going on my community tab. If you want to vote in it or not, it's up to you. So I made a couple buildings here to give his sort of size. I'm not sure what else I could put in here to do his size. Maybe this car would. Why would someone name their pet gorilla Ape? Well, I'm not sure whether I'd exactly call him a pet gorilla, but I tried to get Chris on. Hope he is okay. Yeah, he's probably just snoozing. I'm going to be surprised today that he actually comes on at this time. Hey, Rebellious, how are you? Yeah, I don't like the car. Yeah, so if someone has a dog, they just name. Hey, some people just aren't all that creative. They could have called him a gorilla. I don't even know whether Ape here is a boy or a girl. Ape. Probably a boy. It's like naming a cat Kelly. Just like the owner of Ape. She has non-binary. Hashtag non-binary. I do not believe the ape would identify as that. I don't. I think he'd just identify as an ape and probably the boy or girl that he is because, well, he would have been told to be fruitful and multiply. And although I don't think at his size he could be fruitful and multiply. So it's not that he's non-binary. It's just that the size difference for him to try and you got to remember, Professor Evolution may take him captive, but she's not going to care for him like he's a pet. He's going to be a minion of hers, one of her flunkies to do her bidding. She'll manipulate him into doing her bidding, and well, uh, Doctor Who tried to evolve him into a giant man called no. Yeah, Ape is one of Professor Evolution's flunky to do her bidding. Like hey, I just asked you guys to go check the Drake channel out, hang out in there, and if somebody gets cupping to come around, do what you do best. Uh, so just I'm okay now though. Oh, that's good, Rebellious, that you're okay now. So yeah, if you guys haven't, please check out the poll that's linked at the top of the chat. You know, I'd like to get as many votes in on possible for that in the next couple weeks. Well, I'll probably start coming up with stories for whatever's in the lead. Well, I have to say I am, but I'm not at the same time. Rebellious as well, scared for the future of humanity. Parts of it I know what it is going to be, but I'm scared for the future of my country. Because, we're slowly becoming China. Will you crowdfund a comic for the crossover? Someone, someone threatened to shoot up my unpaid in real life obligation today. Well, that's not good. Will you crowdfund a comic for the crossover? I'm not sure what you mean, Joshua. It probably means somewhere where she volunteers at. That she said she would volunteer at. Timothy? Oh, well, I crowdfund a comic for the winning crossover of the poll. No, I'm gonna make up several pictures, film myself doing it, and then, like I said, try and come up with a story for each of them, how they fit into that universe. Uh, what I do in real life that I'm paid and I'm not paid for school. Oh, okay. Oh, that's definitely not good. And Timothy should add a please under that. Otherwise, it confuses some of us, and I'd be among them. Rebellious. I thought you meant volunteer work, but well, hopefully they will catch the person that threatened to do this because that's not good. Nah, man, that'd be too simple. I guess I'm not sure whether you mean taking the right precautions and canceling school or just saying school. I think they actually pay kids to go to school in some countries. Well, last time I checked, they do not pay kids to go to school in the States. Joshua. And Rebellious may not have said where exactly she is from in the States, but I do believe Rebellious has said she's from in the States. Well, in some countries, they pay to go to school or they don't. Yeah, some countries you have to pay to go to school. Oh, Bryce, all dogs are definitely slit. Yes, I dox your country. It's going to be really hard to find you. Really easy to find you. They got the main dude, but he has other friends that plan to do it with him. Well, I'm sure they'll get him to talk somehow, some way, or figure out who was with him in on it. Rebellious. The police have ways of. They have ways of making them talk. Yeah? Okay, I'm bored now. They will get that info sooner or later. Okay, hey, Flit's bored, and well, it is after midnight now, so I think I will end. Unfortunately, give us another bro. This whole time I was calling. This whole time I was calling Flint. You were saying Flint instead of Flit, Timothy? Well, I think you got a bra moment from Timothy there, Joshua, not from me. So I guess we'll hopefully catch you all tomorrow over on Rumble at noon Eastern Standard Time. It's been great having you all here. I guess we'll catch you all later. Bye for now. God bless. Love you all. Have a great and wonderful day, night, whatever it might be for you. God bless. Love you all.